Meghan Markle and Prince Harry moved by Queen's coronavirus address after leaving UK. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry reacted to the Queen's special broadcast after watching it online from their new home in Los Angeles, it has been claimed. Queen Elizabeth II's poignant television address inspired the nation to keep up the fight against the coronavirus and stay inside. Speaking in a rare address on Sunday, the Queen thanked the NHS staff for all their hard work. Now, the former Duke and Duchess of Sussex have reportedly reacted to the moving speech. Urging the nation, the Commonwealth, and the world to unite in the war against coronavirus, the Queen's rallying plea was heard by millions. This includes Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, who left the UK before a lockdown last month. Her Majesty praised Britain's national spirit in facing the threat of COVID-19 and reassured those feeling a painful sense of separation from their loved ones to take comfort in the fact, "We will meet again." The couple were both moved by the sovereign's words, according to a source close to the pair. The source told Bazaar.com, they described it as not just a demonstration of experienced leadership, but also warmth, reassurance, and comfort. The Queen recorded her message at Windsor Castle on April 2, where she and the Duke of Edinburgh are staying for the foreseeable future. The Queen and Prince Philip have been self-isolating there since March. A source confirms that Harry spoke to his grandmother at the end of last week to offer his support ahead of the broadcast. Sunday's speech was just the fifth special televised address, other than her Christmas messages, during the Queen's 68-year reign. As she thanked National Health Service, NHS, staff and key workers, she also emphasized the important role individuals must play. "While we have faced challenges before, this one is different," the monarch said. "This time we join with all nations across the globe in a common endeavor, using the great advances of science and our instinctive compassion to heal. We will succeed, and that success will belong to every one of us." Overseas in LA, Harry and Meghan are planning to use the months ahead to focus on charitable commitments and develop their non-profit organization. "We are focusing this new chapter to understand how we can best contribute," the couple shared in a recent Instagram post, uploaded on their final day as senior working royals. For Harry's Sustainable Travel Initiative, Travelist, the current pandemic means that when travel restrictions finally come to an end, the need for responsible tourism will return once again. COVID-19 has presented the world with one of the greatest public health and socio-economic challenges of modern times, a Sussex spokesperson said in a previous statement. The Duke is working closely with each of the Travelist partners to better understand how this non-profit organization can aid in global recovery, especially by supporting communities, wildlife, and the environment at the same time. Meanwhile, the Cambridge children, Princess Charlotte, Prince George and Prince Louis have been keeping the Queen entertained. A source told The Sun that Cambridge children are using technology to show their appreciation for their great-grandmother while social distancing. COVID-19 has presented the world with one of the greatest public health and socio-economic challenges of modern times, a Sussex spokesperson said in a previous statement. The Duke is working closely with each of the Travelist partners to better understand how this non-profit organization can aid in global recovery, especially by supporting communities, wildlife, and the environment at the same time. Meanwhile, the Cambridge children, Princess Charlotte, Prince George and Prince Louis have been keeping the Queen entertained. A source told The Sun that Cambridge children are using technology to show their appreciation for their great-grandmother while social distancing. "Nobody does it better." Queen's coronavirus address leaves voters feeling reassured, poll. People feel more reassured amid the coronavirus crisis after watching the Queen's address to the nation, according to an Express.co.uk poll. The Queen, 93, urged the country to remain united and resolute in a rare televised message on Sunday night, which was watched by 23 million people. And an Express.co.uk poll has found that 64% of respondents feel more reassured after watching the monarch's speech. Just 34% said they did not, while 2% did not know. Commenting on the poll, one reader wrote, "She brings some sort of order to what seems chaos and nobody does it better. long may she reign over us. The head of state's address, which was filmed at Windsor Castle where she is social distancing, is only the fourth of her reign. The Queen thanked NHS staff, care workers and others carrying out essential roles. She said, "I also want to thank those of you who are staying at home, thereby helping to protect the vulnerable and sparing many families the pain already felt by those who have lost loved ones. Together we are tackling this disease, and I want to reassure you that if we remain united and resolute, then we will overcome it." The Queen also turned to her own experiences, describing how in 1940 she gave her first radio broadcast to evacuated children after being sent to Windsor Castle with her sister Princess Margaret during the Blitz. She said, "It reminds me of the very first broadcast I made, in 1940, helped by my sister. We, as children, spoke from here at Windsor to children who had been evacuated from their homes and sent away for their own safety. Today, once again, many will feel a painful sense of separation from their loved ones. But now, as then, we know, deep down, that it is the right thing to do." The monarch went on to reference the words of Dame Vera Lynn's World War II song "We'll Meet Again," saying, "We should take comfort that while we may have more still to endure, better days will return, we will be with our friends again, we will be with our families again, we will meet again." The address to the nation has received widespread support. Royal expert Joe Little said the speech was a calming message at a time of crisis. Royal author Penny Junor said the Queen had shown the country she is with us in this dark hour. Zara Tindall said she was very proud of her grandmother's address. Appearing on Good Morning Britain, she said, "Obviously, we're very proud and what she said is completely, 100% what the country needed. I hope everyone listens and we can try and get back to normal and, as we're trying to do today, support our NHS as much as we can." In an Instagram post, Princess Eugenie said, "Thank you for your words, they bring us together and unite us in our effort to overcome." And Prince Andrew's ex-wife Sarah Ferguson said the monarch's words touched her core. The Duchess of York wrote on social media, "Her Majesty's words touched my core and inspired us to never give up, to unite as we have before, to never forget the British humour and to remember. We should take comfort that while we may have more still to endure, better days will return, we will be with our friends again, we will be with our families again, we will meet again." It comes as Buckingham Palace said the Queen was being kept informed by Downing Street about Boris Johnson's condition after he was moved to intensive care. The Prime Minister was admitted to St Thomas Hospital in London on Sunday due to suffering coronavirus symptoms for 10 days.